I used to love being a nurse. I was really proud of it. I loved so much about it. I loved the camaraderie. I loved working with the patients. I loved the life. I did. For many years, I did. And then gradually things changed. Of course, I changed. I got older. Life changed around me. But whether it was me, whether it was the situation, I don't know. But gradually, the red tape, the bureaucracy, the whole politics of what was going on in the bigger picture began to eat away at me. And I and other nurses around me, we got less and less job satisfaction because there was less and less contact with the patients. The problem eventually became I wanted to get out, but I couldn't. And I couldn't because I didn't have the money. And one day I bumped into a colleague that I hadn't seen for quite a number of years. Let's call him John. And I said, "Oh, hi, John. Nice to see you. How are you? Looking well?" And he said, "Oh, I'm all right. Only 8 years to go." And I said, 8 years to go? What are you talking about? And he said, "Well, 8 years until I can get my full pension." And I went, "Wait a minute. You don't want to be here anymore?" He said, "No, I hate it now." And there was so much about what he was saying that was echoing in me, you understand? And I said to him, "Has it occurred to you that 8 years could be about 10% of your entire life? How much is it worth? How much are you selling it for?" I said to him. And he said, "Selling it? I'm not selling it." I said, "You are. Because in 8 years your pension will be worth whatever much more than it is now, but you'll be 8 years older. 8 years you can never get back." And then we had a conversation, something like that, and we had to go our separate ways. Now, I don't know if he stayed the 8 years. He might still be there for all I know. But it really made me think. It shook me up. And I thought, there has to be a way that if I wanted to get out early, that I could do it and still afford to live. In fact, live better than this. I love working with people. I'm a compassionate man. I like helping people and making people's lives better in one way or another. And then it dawned on me that we now live in a time where there is more opportunity than at any time in human history. And of course there is a way to use our caring, compassionate nature that is highly prized, that people will pay a great deal of money for, and will give us job satisfaction whenever we want it. I can now work less than 12 hours a month if I want to, and get paid more than I used to get paid in any 1 month, sometimes in any 3 months, as a nurse. And I can do it over and over again on demand, and the rest of the month is mine to do as I wish. Now, what you can see here is a page with a presentation on it. That little thing in the middle there, I don't know if you can make that out, but there's actually a play button there because it's white. That's a presentation. That's a training. And you can see it says they all laughed when I said I was going to retire from nursing, because they knew I had no savings. But then I walked out of the hospital. In fact, the last day I was there, a colleague who was a little bit younger than me shook my hand when we knew it was our last handover, and he said to me, "What are you going to do?" And when I told him, he said, "Oh, surely we can't do anything else at our age?" And I went, "Are you kidding? There's nothing we can't do." He stayed, and I left, and I don't know what became of him either. But if you don't have to leave, you can do this in 6 to 12 hours a month. You get days off. You get shifts off. You could still do it and keep your job if you want to, but at least you'd have the choice about when to go. You'd know at any moment, I can keep my income levels up, in fact get them even higher than probably they've ever been, and I can do it from anywhere in the world, as long as I have a Wi-Fi connection and some kind of gadget that connects to it. That's it. Click the link. There'll be a link on this page or below this video, depends where you're watching it, and it'll take you to this presentation. It's free. For the moment, it's free. Now, I may not keep it free forever. I'm Trevor Emden. You can Google my name. I've been around a while now in the personal development, self-help kind of marketplace. But this is for you. Click it and watch it. I'll see you there.